It is January 1st and the parking lot is completely full. You see hundreds of people walking through the glass doors wearing brand new sneakers, carrying expensive water bottles, and holding on to a desperate hope that this year will finally be different. They think they are buying health, confidence, and a new life. But you know the truth. Welcome back to POV Explained. Today we are ripping the Band-Aid off the American fitness industry. We are going to explore a multi-billion-dollar machine that does not actually want you to get in shape. In fact, its entire financial survival depends on your failure. We are going to climb from the sweaty, chaotic reality of the gym floor all the way up to the cold, corporate boardrooms where human guilt is converted into unbreakable recurring revenue. If you want to see exactly how your insecurities are monetized, hit that subscribe button, and let's begin the descent. Welcome to Level 1. You are the front desk grunt. Your alarm goes off at 4:30 in the morning. It is pitch black outside, freezing cold, and you drag yourself into a brightly lit lobby that constantly smells like a mixture of industrial bleach, rubber mats, and stale sweat. You stand behind a high counter wearing a cheap synthetic polo shirt, holding a barcode scanner. For the next 8 hours, your entire existence is a blur of swiping plastic key tags and nodding at people who do not even acknowledge your presence. But scanning tags is the easy part. Your real job is the dirty, physical maintenance of the illusion. Every hour you have to do a floor walk. You grab a spray bottle of disinfectant and a ragged cloth, wiping down rows of elliptical machines dripping with the bodily fluids of strangers. You walk into the free weight section, which looks like a war zone. Massive, grunting guys have stripped the leg press machine and left 500 pounds of iron plates scattered across the floor. They walk away, and you are the one who has to bend down, straining your lower back to re-rack every single 45-pound plate. You clean the locker rooms, holding your breath as you empty trash cans overflowing with paper towels and empty protein shake bottles. You are paid minimum wage, and your only real perk is a free gym membership that you are far too physically exhausted to ever actually use. But standing at that front desk, you learn the first great secret of the industry. You watch the chaotic, shoulder-to-shoulder crowds of January slowly thin out. By the second week of March, the gym is practically a ghost town. The machines are empty, the locker rooms are quiet, but the computer screen in front of you shows that the monthly billing numbers haven't dropped a single cent. You realize that the people who stop coming are the exact people keeping the lights on. Once you realize that physical labor will only break your back, you decide to hustle your way up to Level 2. You become the floor trainer. You still wear a polo shirt, but now you have a clipboard and a predatory mandate. You quickly learn that you are not being paid to teach people how to lift weights. You are a commissioned salesperson disguised as a fitness expert. If you don't sell personal training packages, you don't make rent. So you start pacing the gym floor like a shark in a heavily chlorinated tank. You do not approach the muscular guys lifting heavy weights. You look for the vulnerabilities. You look for the middle-aged man staring confusedly at a cable machine or the woman nervously walking on the treadmill, looking around to see if anyone is judging her. You approach with a warm, friendly smile and offer them a complimentary fitness assessment. It sounds like a favor, but it is actually a highly orchestrated psychological trap. You walk them into a small, private back room and tell them to step onto a bioimpedance body fat scale. You print out the receipt, sit across from them, and grab a red pen. You don't talk about their goals. You talk about their flaws, you circle their body fat percentage, you use medical-sounding buzzwords like visceral fat, metabolic age, and asymmetry. You systematically dismantle whatever fragile confidence they had when they walked through the front doors. You manufacture a deep sense of physical inadequacy, and right when they look the most defeated, you slide a pricing sheet across the table. You offer to save them from themselves for $100 an hour. When they hand over their credit card, their hands are shaking slightly. You smile, welcome them to the team, and log your commission. You have survived another month, but you have done it by monetizing someone else's shame. Selling one-on-one sessions is an exhausting grind, so you step off the gym floor entirely and ascend to Level 3. You are the membership closer. You sit in a pristine, glass-walled office right near the entrance. You don't wear a polo shirt anymore, you wear business casual. You don't touch weights and you don't do body fat tests. You are the architect of the contract. When a potential customer walks in off the street, your workflow is an absolute masterclass in distraction. You take them on the mandatory grand tour. You purposefully walk them right past the crowded, intimidating free weight area and spend 10 minutes showing off the luxurious massage chairs, the tanning beds, and the organic smoothie bar. You sell them an aesthetic lifestyle, not a place to sweat. Once they are relaxed, you bring them back to the glass office and initiate the close. You pull out a laminated pricing sheet featuring 3 distinct tiers. You use the classic decoy effect. The basic membership is $10, but it has a massive initiation fee and no access to the massage chairs. The premium tier is $50, which seems outrageous. Then you point to the middle tier, $25 a month with half off the initiation fee. It looks like a phenomenal deal, but here is where the trap snaps shut. You slide an iPad across the desk for their signature. You keep talking, asking about their weekend plans, maintaining eye contact so they don't actually read the digital fine print. By signing that screen, they have just agreed to a 12-month unbreakable lock-in. They have agreed to an automatic annual maintenance fee that will hit their account in February, and a clause that allows the gym to raise the monthly dues by 10% every year without notice. They smile and shake your hand, thinking they just took the first step toward a healthier life. You smile back, knowing you just secured guaranteed cash flow for the corporation, regardless of whether they ever step foot in the building again. Months pass, the initial motivation fades, and the inevitable happens. The members want to quit. That is when they meet you at level 4. You are the cancellation wall, the retention specialist. Your entire job is to make the act of leaving so incredibly frustrating, bureaucratic, and emotionally draining that people simply give up and keep paying. When a member calls the front desk to cancel, the receptionist is strictly trained to transfer them to you. But you don't pick up the phone immediately. You let it ring. You put them on hold for 20 minutes, listening to the automated music. When you finally answer, you are polite but unyielding. You inform them that per the contract they signed, they absolutely cannot cancel over the phone. They must come into the facility in person. When they manage to take time out of their busy workday to show up at the front desk, you conveniently happen to be in a meeting. When they finally sit down in your office, highly agitated, you don't just process the paperwork. You begin the retention script. You ask them why they are giving up on their health. You try to guilt trip them. If that doesn't work, you hit them with the legal red tape. You calmly explain that they are only in month 8 of a 12-month contract, and breaking it will trigger a $200 early termination fee. Alternatively, you offer them a freeze. You can pause their membership for just $5 a month, keeping their account active without the full charge. Exhausted, beaten down by the process, and wanting to avoid the massive penalty fee, they agree to the freeze. They walk out feeling relieved. You sit back in your chair and smirk. You know that the freeze only lasts for 90 days, and on day 91, the system will silently and automatically resume charging them the full $25 a month. You haven't lost a member, you just put their billing cycle on a brief pause. You are the human embodiment of a dark pattern. Mastering the dark arts of retention earns you the keys to the kingdom. You ascend to level 5. You are the general manager. You oversee a facility that covers 30,000 square feet, managing the trainers, the closers, and the cleaning staff. But you no longer look at the gym as a physical space. To you, it is nothing but a giant, complex math equation. Your entire existence revolves around a single metric, the EFT, the electronic funds transfer base. Your daily routine involves sitting in your office, staring at spreadsheets, and optimizing the great American guilt complex. You know the dark, structural secret of the facility. The local fire marshal has officially set the maximum building capacity at 400 people. However, you currently have 6,500 active paying members on your roster. If even 10% of your total membership base decided to show up to work out on a Monday evening at 5 p.m., the parking lot would gridlock. The locker rooms would overflow. There would be physical fistfights over the treadmills, and the entire facility would completely collapse under the strain. But you sleep soundly at night because you know the psychology of your clientele. You rely entirely on the ghost members. 80% of the people paying you every month haven't swiped their key tag in over 90 days. They keep paying the $25 because canceling is too much of a hassle, and more importantly, because paying that small fee allows them to hold onto the psychological comfort that they could work out if they wanted to. They are buying the idea of fitness, not the execution of it. Your job is to meticulously balance this illusion. You push your sales team to keep signing up hundreds of new people every month, deliberately overselling the physical capacity of the building by thousands of percentages, while simultaneously ensuring the actual gym floor never gets too crowded to function. You are running an entirely legal, highly profitable phantom business. But even the general manager is just a pawn playing inside a box built by someone else. You finally ascend to the absolute apex of the industry, level 6. You are the corporate strategist, the real estate architect. You operate out of a sleek corporate headquarters hundreds of miles away from the smell of sweat and bleach. You do not care about dumbbells, protein shakes, or fitness trends. You are running a sophisticated real estate and data harvesting empire. Your daily workflow consists of looking at demographic heat maps of suburban America. You hunt for dying strip malls and bankrupt department stores. You buy up these massive empty commercial spaces for pennies on the dollar. You don't design the gym layout for optimal human performance. You design it for maximum profit margins. You instruct the contractors to dedicate 80% of the floor space to rows of cheap, easily replaceable cardio machines with built-in televisions. Why? Because treadmills and ellipticals don't require expensive personal trainers to supervise them, and they attract the exact type of casual demographic that is most likely to stop coming after a month but keep paying. You restrict the heavy free weights to a tiny, cramped corner in the back, because serious lifters actually use the equipment, cause wear and tear, and intimidate the casuals. You engineer an environment that is intentionally designed to be slightly mediocre. You want people to sign up, feel good about the bright lights and the purple paint on the walls, and then quietly fade away, letting their credit cards bleed a slow, steady drip of recurring revenue into your offshore accounts. You sit in your leather chair looking at a map dotted with hundreds of your locations. You have successfully weaponized human procrastination and insecurity on a national scale. You aren't building healthier communities. You are running a financial harvesting machine disguised as a health club, and no one even realizes they are trapped inside the gears. As you look down at that map, the illusion of the modern health club completely shatters. When you trace this system from the exhausted teenager wiping down sweaty benches to the trainer forced to sell insecurity, all the way up to the corporate executives who literally bank on you staying on the couch, the truth is unavoidable. The fitness industry doesn't want your sweat. They only want your signature. I need to know your thoughts on this. Which level of this psychological trap hit closest to home for you? Have you ever been caught in the cancellation maze? Drop down into the comments and tell me your story. If you want to keep pulling back the curtain on the everyday systems designed to quietly drain your wallet, hit that subscribe button and leave a like. I will see you in the next one.